Gotta love some of us humans, huh? Just throwing their trash all over the place. Well, at least this place does look like it's still somewhat clean. Unbelievable, though. Unbelievable. Well, I guess that's what most people will think anyway. Me, I may say it from time to time, but only because it's kind of like out of a sense of exasperation. Like, you know, why? Why are some people this ignorant? Yet they teach their children not to throw trash on the ground, to be respectful and considerate to nature, to the earth. I mean, I found this nail on the side of the road where anybody could run over it with their vehicle, or, since a lot of people don't pay attention to their surroundings anyway, they could probably step on this thing and it would go right into their foot. Next thing you know, they'll be in the hospital, probably in the ER room, getting a tetanus shot. Even though it doesn't look like it's all that rusty, I'm pretty sure there is some rust on it somewhere. Very hard to see though. So yeah, they'd be in the hospital, potentially anyway. They'd be in the hospital getting a tetanus shot. And I'm sure we all know this was left by a construction crew. Oh yeah, who cares, right? Who cares? But no sooner after I picked up this nail, probably about 3 seconds later, I see two vehicles turning in the same direction I'm coming out of. So, not to sound like I'm tooting my own horn or bragging or anything like that, but this could have potentially been in the tire of one of those two vehicles, and then they'd have a flat just before they got home. And then they'd be really pissed off and angry because there was a nail laying on the side of the road that they ran over. Because, let's face it, it's not their job to be able to see a tiny little nail like this when they're driving, keeping their eyes on the road. So, this is going in the trash, right here. But you gotta admit though, gotta love and appreciate the way the nature looks here. Still looks pretty undisturbed. Pretty natural. And I'm sitting under a tree here where there's some kind of shade. So that's good. But yeah. I guess I sort of digressed a bit from the real purpose of why I'm creating this video. The reason why I'm creating this video is so that, one, people can see the beauty that surrounds them, and two, just to get some things off my mind and off my chest. There's a guy on Facebook named Dave Anderson. Awesome guy. Awesome guy. He has a lot of passion, a lot of heart from what I can tell anyway. And he's not afraid to put it out there. Let everybody have it, whether they like him or not. I'm sure he could care less if anybody likes him or not. Really, that's not why we're here on this earth. If you like somebody, you like them, or you like them. If you don't, you don't. That's the beauty of being human. I don't want my face to be seen. I want to share what I'm recording with everybody right here as I unload my viewpoints about certain things, and who knows, maybe just even say some stupid things that might have you laughing, might have you thinking, or might have you saying to yourself, this guy's a whack job, or an idiot. Oh well. I could care less what you think of me. If you think positive of me, great. If you think negative of me, that's great also. It doesn't matter to me personally, either one way or the other. But I like watching all these videos from Dave Anderson and everybody else who's been inspired to create their own videos. Speaking their minds, practicing their First Amendment right that's supposed to be protected under the Constitution of the United States of America, not the United Corporations of America. It's true. This nation is no longer a country of the people, for the people, and by the people. And technically speaking, we as Americans have it in our heads that we have rights. But truth be told, the great comedian George Carlin himself, he nailed it on the head when he would say during his stand-up act that we as Americans don't have rights. The government tells us that we have rights just long enough to keep us distracted from what's really going on. That's right. The key word is distracted. Yeah, let's keep Americans confused. Let's keep them entertained. There's nothing wrong with entertainment, I say. In the right amount of viewing pleasure, it can be a good thing. Entertainment helps us laugh. It helps us see things in ways that we've probably never seen them before. But even a teaspoon of water can choke somebody to the point to where they die. And even watching too much TV can numb you to the point where you're spiritually dead inside. Or even watching the news. And we all know that the news is mostly negative instead of positive. I remember watching a video by Dave Anderson earlier today where he was talking about how the presidential candidates debate on issues and topics that matter not. They don't matter. And they shouldn't matter. Like whether or not you're pro-choice or pro-life, or if you support gay marriage or if you don't. I say, who gives a damn? If two men want to live with each other and they want to go to bed with each other every night, that's their personal choice. Even if it's two women, that is their personal choice. And just like with this stupid war on drugs, government has no right to tell people what they can do or cannot do with their own personal life. If somebody wants to snort cocaine or shoot up heroin or smoke a joint, I say if they're over the age of 18, which is the legal age to be considered as an adult, then who's to say that they shouldn't? Who's to say that they can't do that? I mean, it's basic psychology. If you try to tell somebody they can't do something, they're just going to find a way to do it just to spite you. I'm not the smartest man on the face of the earth. I know I'm not perfect. And I know that sounds cliche because everybody says it, but it's the truth. with people who run for presidential office and even the office of vice president, there's no way in hell that these people have the best interests of the American people at heart. No way, no how. Because we all know that those people, when they're elected president, they know that they earn close to $500,000 a year for the rest of their life after their term is over. Now I believe the sum amount is like $450,000. Or somewhere in the neighborhoods of that amount. That's crazy. And yet, it's these same people that will be quick to declare war against another country, but yet won't be like the true commander-in-chief that they are of the U.S. Armed Forces and go out to war with them. Do you think they would? My answer to that is hell no. Hell no. I mean, I personally believe that anybody who runs for the office of president and vice president should have served in the U.S. military and have been honorably discharged. I mean, to be a commander-in-chief of the U.S. Armed Forces, you'd think that that should be like a prerequisite in the Constitution of the United States of America, along with all the other prerequisites that are already established in writing in the document of the Constitution of the United States of America. But I guess for some reason, it's not. And I don't mean to sound like I'm putting down the forefathers or anything like that. But maybe, I'm thinking maybe, just possibly, they could have added that into the Constitution as one of the prerequisites to become, or to be eligible to run for president and vice president of the United States of America. But I recommend that you take all of this in. Everything that's being recorded right now. It may look beautiful right now, But who's to say what this is going to look like in the next 5 years? Or maybe even 10 years. Especially if this country is no longer the United States of America. Who knows, it might be like how it's said in this song by a metal group called Exodus. The song is called Iconoclasm. And there's a line in that song that goes, "The United States of Islam is what they would like it to be." I'm pretty sure they want to come over here and own this country too. Because I've been over to the Middle East. You wouldn't even see this much over there. And if you think it's hot here in the States, even if it's like 90, maybe 95 degrees or so, or maybe just a little higher than that, still nothing compared to being over there for 7, maybe 15 months or longer. Where the heat gets up to about 140 degrees at 2 in the afternoon. And the low at around midnight is roughly close to about 100. I find it quite amusing to hear other Americans talk about how hot it is here in the States, even if it's like 99 or 100 degrees at high noon or something. At least when the wind blows around here, you can feel cool. Over in a place like Iraq or Afghanistan or even Kuwait, Pakistan, if you feel the wind, you actually feel like you're getting burned. So remember that when you're voting, and I emphasize the word voting, for someone who you think will be a better person to be president and vice president of this country. Just know that more than likely they're not going to go over there and fight with the troops. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell they'll go over there. Especially the commander-in-chief. Especially not the guy that we have in office by the name of Barack Obama. Hell, I even know Bill Clinton wouldn't have gone over there and fought with the troops, leading them into harm's way. Just for all of you who think I'm just singling out Barack Obama. Yeah, I said the same thing about Bill Clinton. So don't go thinking about playing that race card bull, because I'm a Marine, former active duty Marine, former corporal of Marines. But I'm a Marine nonetheless. I went over to Iraq twice, and I'll be honest, I didn't want to go over there either one of those 2 times, but I went anyway. Take it all in, everybody. Take it all in. This is what we have to enjoy. But like I said, who knows, maybe in 5, 10 years from now, maybe all these trees will be gone. And this nation will become another barren wasteland like it is over in Iraq or in the Middle East somewhere, where there's hardly any trees, hardly any grass, or anything for that matter. Just mosques. Because this will no longer be America if that happens. There will be no more America if we allow this amnesty crap to keep happening. Nothing. Nothing but sand and dust and dry heat. Not even a park bench. My name is Corporal Zambrano Eric. Middle initial is A. Also, Master at Arms 2nd Class, Petty Officer, United States Navy. And yes, that is Corporal of Marines. Oh, and one more thing. May seem petty, but take a look at this sign. What a waste of taxpayers' money. Dog waste is a threat to the health of our children, degrades our town, transmits disease. Leash, curb, and clean up after your dog. It's required by law. Maximum fine $25 to $100. Ordinance 4-7. Dog waste does not degrade the town or transmit disease. Manure helps the grass grow. It's natural. What isn't natural is cleaning up after your dog like your dog owns you instead of you owning your dog. What kind of stupid crap is that? It's just plain stupid. Another way for the government to get money out of you. I think I've said my piece. Over and out.